this podcast, this dude and this guy right here. I couldn't watch the full podcast, so some of this stuff may be taken out of context. This dude on the left is basically explaining why wearing replica sneakers makes you a loser, makes you not worth sitting next to him. He said exactly those words. So we're gonna watch this video, we're gonna listen to it, and we're gonna react to it. So here we go.
You can't come in this culture doing whatever you want, saying, "Oh, I got the fakes on," and trying to kick it next to me, and my shoes cost $1,500.
Oh yeah, this is real. I know the saying sneaker culture is dead or sneaker culture is ruined gets thrown a lot without any real evidence besides a bunch of cringy children.
Being a hypebeast and sneakerhead, you gotta know how to negotiate.
But unfortunately, I stumbled upon one of the worst mentalities and the worst opinion on sneaker culture I could ever find, especially when it comes down to fake sneakers. Dumb and Dumber here, I guess, have a podcast. Do they really say anything interesting or intelligent? Well, of course not, but that's why I am here to react to it, as what they have said about fake sneakers ruining sneaker culture is honestly just pathetic, and you won't believe what garbage is about to come out of their mouths.
Welcome back to another episode of the Fair Game Podcast.
Fair Game Podcast.
This is Cash.
That's it.
And this podcast is about the culture, sports, music,
and all that.
Fashion.
Wow. Oh boy, this should be good. Nothing like the most generic intro to a podcast I've ever seen.
Something called Rep Talk. Are you familiar with Rep Talk?
Kind of.
So Rep Talk, real quick, is basically...
It's kind of self-explanatory.
Exactly. Replicas on TikTok.
Yes, that is what it is. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory though.
Fashion influencers, style influencers, just regular influencers. $10,000 a month to promote fake sneakers.
That's actually not surprising at all.
Why is this
man?
man...
They getting bags like that on Rep Talk? They getting bags like that? Yo, no. Somebody, actually, this is when I started my YouTube. There was a company that reached out to me that sells replica sneakers in my email and was basically asking me to promote their business. This is a long time ago, and just a few months ago, there was another company that reached out to me asking to promote their replica sneakers. I personally couldn't do it because that's not what we're doing on this channel. We're talking about real sneakers, talking about resale, talking about the culture type of stuff. To introduce that and try to basically sell you guys on replica sneakers, when even in our Discord, we talk about replica sneakers all the time. Replica clothes, buying through Panda Buy, all types of shit. It wouldn't feel right for me to promote that type of thing, but I didn't know these niggas was making 10K off of promotions. Hey man, hey, get to the bag. That's crazy. 10K is wild.
And jiggling his thighs like that. I'm sorry, but I can't even focus on what they're saying. I'm just entranced by those thighs vibrating back and forth. Is he twitching? Does he have Tourette's? Why is he shaking that much? Is he scared? I don't know, but wow, look at those thighs.
Would you wear fakes?
Would I wear fakes?
Yes.
I think I already said this before. If it's a good fake, I wouldn't pay for a fake.
You'll get it for free though.
I would take it for free.
I'm not wearing fakes.
I would be one of those influencers.
I'm not wearing fakes.
Oh, okay, everyone, here we go. Whew, this isn't gonna be good.
How much does your soul cost?
10,000 for reps. It's a shoe. Who cares?
It's attached
Facts.
to your name.
It's a shoe. Who cares?
It's attached to your name.
That doesn't matter. I'm not lying about it.
Cash, tell him. Oh, so it's okay if you're not lying about the fakes that you have on.
It's okay.
Yo, listen. I applaud this man on the right. He's keeping it 1,000. He's telling you straight up, listen, they're just shoes. I really don't care about it that much. If I'm telling you it's a replica sneaker and you go out and buy the replica sneaker, I'm not fooling you. What a lot of these people do is they'll buy replica sneakers and sell it as a real sneaker. He's telling you directly, yo, listen, I'm promoting this shit. It's a replica sneaker. You could buy it if you want. I'm just giving you the source of where you could buy this replica sneaker. That's real shit. That's real shit. I can't knock that at all. That's being open and honest, to be honest.
Okay, if you just upfront and saying like, oh yeah, bro, these are replicas.
No, they're not. Those are bad.
Yeah, what's the big deal? If you're upfront about it, honest, and don't value sneakers like a crazy schizophrenic person,
Those are disgusting.
then what's the big deal? Isn't that what people like this want? People who wear fakes to be honest about it, not fake flex
Literally.
or even sell fake as real. So is there any winning when it comes to just cordial behavior? If you wear fakes, well, you can say they're fake or you can say they're real, but then whatever you do, you're gonna get made fun of and harassed by these guys. There's just no winning with these people.
I know those are real.
Facts.
I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying immediately. No, it's not okay. Those are replicas.
If I never told you, you would have never known.
That's not true. I look at shoes every
No,
single
no,
day.
no.
Come in the back park.
Cap. That is fuck. Yo, niggas like this just be lying for the sake of lying. I posted a TikTok on this channel a few months back about I just walked into the frame with a bunch of different shoes that I just have in my collection. If you know me, I've talked about me wearing reps openly. I'll even pull out a pair of reps right now. These right here, my Travis Scott Air Force Ones, pair of reps. Paid, I don't even remember how much it was. I think $100, which was still pretty expensive for a rep, but let me show you another rep. My Syracuse Dunks, they're reps. At the time, these were going for like $350. I thought it was fucking dumb to pay $350 for a pair of Dunks. So I went on the internet, found some reps. And I've been perfectly fine with it. The amount of compliments that I get is unmatched. Like, I was just at a Braves game, I think last Friday, and a lady walked up to me and asked me, "Oh, those are nice shoes. How'd you get your shoes?" I told her I was a reseller. I didn't tell her that they were reps because they didn't ask, but I would have openly said it. At the time I was drunk, I ain't gonna lie, so it didn't even cross my mind. I would have openly said it. And then her husband walked up to me and he was also a reseller. And as someone who was a reseller, he didn't even notice that they were reps. The reps have gotten so fucking good and Nike quality has gotten so bad where it's almost indistinguishable. And this dude is a fucking liar. A lot of these niggas are liars. Like I was saying, the TikTok that I posted on this YouTube, I walked into the frame with a different pair of shoes. I think it was like 5 pair of shoes. And I said, which one is the rep? Literally one or two people out of the comment section got it right. Everyone thought it was my pair of Beluga 2.0s that I own. I got those from Jimmy Jazz in like 2017. I got 2 pairs, sold one, kept the other pair. Like, people don't understand how good replicas have gotten. And if you're someone that just wants to wear shoes, why should you be spending all this money on it to begin with? It doesn't even make sense. I think it really comes down to like what you value the most. Like, I really love sneakers. But I can't justify keeping some of these shoes when I can make hundreds of dollars off of them and then just buy a replica. I value traveling. I value making memories, going out places, doing things, being able to buy stuff that makes my life easier. Just things like that. I don't value sneakers enough to where I'm spending thousands of dollars on it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And this dude values it a lot. A lot. I mean, it's up to him. He does what he wants with his money. I'm not going to judge him, but I just personally don't like it and agree with it. Where they sell fakes but lie about the fact and you're using their code. That's a different story. If you're selling it as real and they are fakes, I feel like that's pretty fucked up. You should at least tell people. A lot of people wear reps. They just don't openly say it. I know so many people. Well, not so many people. Quite a few people that wear reps. They just don't say it out loud. I just told some of my friends recently, and they're like, "Oh, those are reps? Yeah, they're reps. You didn't even know." For 10K, I'm gonna promote the fuck out of some reps. Hey, 10K? Listen, I ain't gonna lie. If y'all see a replica promo on this channel, just know the bag was fucking crazy. I can't even lie to you. If I could trust the seller, it was cheap enough or the same quality, I'd buy. Yeah, why not? Yo, Belugas look fucked up, to be honest. Ain't gonna lie. They're somewhere in the box, but I think all Beluga 2.0s just don't look real. Even I've owned them for almost 5 years now, and they still don't look real to me either. Let's continue the video though.
No.
Get your stuff.
Well, the joke's on you, kid. these are fake.
No, they're not. I looked at them. I had them in my hands earlier, and they were not fake. Legit.
The guy on the left is completely delusional about sneakers and someone who is too immersed in this sneaker culture, aka I have never had sex in my entire life. I guarantee he has seen so many fake sneakers before, but hasn't even noticed because the look between real and fake sneakers is insanely hard to do. And also, it really doesn't matter that much. I mean, they're sneakers. Like, it's who really cares?
It's okay to wear.
You know, after Trippin just said that, like how they're so indistinguishable between the reps and the retail, it made me think about when I was just talking about botting earlier and how people don't really know the ins and outs of botting. They think like this is like a preconceived notion about like you click start, you just hit 100 pairs, that type of thing. I think it's the same thing with reps as well. People have gotten to the point where for a long time, reps were just really bad. They were so awful, like you'd be able to tell. If you're someone in the replica sneaker community, there's literally people out there that will quality check your pairs for you, and they're experts on it. They notice minor details, like on the off-whites, the stitching might go like on the inside of the off-whites. There's like words on it. Some of the stitching might go up to the O, might go up to this, might go up to that, and that's how they could tell. It's just like people don't understand what they're looking for on these reps. They think regular shit, like it's just gonna be some obvious flaws. Even Nike, on the back of their Nike Dunks, they have the little, it's called the E flaw. I learned this from reps as well. It's called the E flaw, basically where, if we look at this pair of Dunks, it will be like this E is further from the KIN. You probably can't even see it. Yeah, you see how like it has a little bit more space. Even on the retail Dunks, it does the exact same thing. So people just really don't know what they're looking for. They just don't know what they're looking for. They're just talking out their ass. I've spent months too so far learning about bots because of my CS background. I know I can build a lot of things, or most like proxies can easily be reused. Yeah, if you come from that background, you're definitely gonna see some similarities in the crossover. You could build some good shit. I think the hardest part is, if you could create some private scripts, Mike, you could sell it for some good money, especially raffle scripts. I know one dude in my cook group that has a private raffle script. He hits crazy amounts of pairs, more than like the big raffle botters. Yeah, you could sell some of those. Might look into that. The scams is what I worry about. There's not as many scams in botting anymore, like before, but yeah, there's definitely still some out there.
Fakes, as long as I'm saying, hey guys, these are fakes. It's all good.
Yeah, it's just a shoe.
This is a culture.
Hey, this is culture.
Oh my gosh.
You can't be doing that. How dare you wear what type of sneakers you want? How dare you not spend thousands of dollars on a pair of sneakers that were made for $100 in a Chinese factory and sold by Nike for $180? This is blasphemy. Fakes. Disgusting. This is our culture you're ruining with your fake shoes here.
You can't come in this culture doing whatever you want, saying, "Oh, I got the fakes on," and trying to kick it next to me, and my shoes cost $1,500.
Wow. Let me just play.
This nigga is a fucking moron. This nigga's a fucking moron. Yo, these niggas are such elitists. Like, why do you think you having $1,000 pair of shoes on your feet? I can't stand next to you. Like, we can't even have a conversation. That shit is crazy as fuck. That shit is crazy as fuck. It's just like, I've noticed people have become, this has been a thing for a long time, but they're becoming so like, I don't even know the word, like enslaved to these companies. They feel so loyal to these companies where they're willing to spend $200, over $70 for the same exact shoe, just not from the same from the actual company. Same thing with like Gucci bags, with Givenchy, like all these designer products. At the end of the day, it's just a fucking bag. It might have better leather quality, but I'm sure you can find some good alternates out there. Just the name on it. These people become so fucking loyal to where they're dropping thousands and thousands of dollars. You can do so much good things with that money. I just don't even get why. Never mind. Let's just keep watching the video, man.
Play that again.
You
So
can't
don't-
come in this culture doing whatever you want, saying, "Oh, I got the fakes on," and trying to kick it next to me.
Oh my
and
gosh.
my shoes cost $1,500.
There is a lot to break down, starting with this right here.
You
So
can't
don't-
come in this culture doing whatever you want, saying, "Oh, I got the fakes on," and
How
We're
dare
gonna talk
someone
about
not do
culture
the
too.
cookie cutter and most basic thing when in sneaker culture? Because looking at yourself, you are everything that sneaker culture is. Someone who rides trends, dresses like a generic cornball, I mean, fitted hat and lame graphic
Preach!
t-shirts. Wow, that totally is original.
trying to kick it next to me, and my shoes cost $1,500.
And then flaunts their expensive sneakers. It feels like this is the Renaissance, where this guy's the king and the people who wear fakes are peasants. How dare those damn cheap peasants wear those fake sneakers when they're around me? Ugh, my sneakers cost $1,500. Oof, I'm so much better than all these people who wear their fake sneakers.
No, I didn't spend $1,500. That's how much
Okay.
my shoes cost.
Okay.
There's no way you can stand next to me and think that that's okay.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Oh my god. You
I don't get that.
You didn't spend $1,500. That is what the shoes cost. Huh, wait, what? What is that logic?
Yo, this shit is just so mind blowing. These niggas are so dumb. These niggas are so fucking dumb. I thought he actually purchased for $1,500. He didn't even buy it for $1,500. He's saying the resale price of it is $1,500. It's worth $1,500. That is the dumbest logic I've ever heard. That is so fucking stupid. You're wearing the shoes as well, so it's not worth $1,500 anymore. They're used. Come on, bro.
You didn't spend
Niggas should be
that money
talking.
because that is what the shoes cost? Wait, can someone help me understand what this guy's saying?
Why is it okay for a shoe to be $1,500?
That's a great question. That's a great question. I mean,
You don't even know how to
Limited-
answer that shit.
limitedness.
And then they react like this.
Limitedness.
Talk about sheep mentality, am I right? The automatic acceptance that a sneaker can even be $1,500 is just outrageous.
These shoes
Literally.
aren't even that limited anymore. They're very.
Louis Vuitton shoes are all $1,500.
All right, that's Louis Vuitton.
We were just talking
Dumb.
about LVMH.
That's Louis Vuitton.
Dumb
There's
comparison.
no way.
A
there's-
Kobe is a Louis Vuitton, pretty much.
There's no way.
GG.
Someone tell this guy to take his medicine. This guy makes absolutely
Oh,
no
brother.
sense. You can't compare a Jordan that retails for $180 and resells for $1,500 to Louis Vuitton, where the sneaker is sold for $1,500 and doesn't even resell. That is like comparing apples to oranges, when resellers set a price compared to luxury designer brands pricing it at retail. It just doesn't make it no. Stop trying to rationalize your horrible financial decisions.
Panda
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
turn above
stupid.
$300 there.
They're sitting around
250,
250 to 300.
275.
Oh, brother.
I am just speechless. I'm just lost for words here.
There's no way a lost and found for the mask they made. They're already almost about to hit 7.
That's absolutely true. That should happen. Every Jordan Chicago has been above $1,500. Everyone. Wait till these go up. You're glad you got them.
So now he's advocating for people to go out and spend more money on Pandas and Jordans because that is what has always been and how it should be. I can't think to any time in the most recent 10, 15 years where everyone was so fixated on the price of sneakers and wanting.
You know what's so interesting about this? This dude is such an advocate for sneaker culture. And when people usually talk about sneaker culture, they're usually talking about like you collecting shoes, you being like immersed into the actual sneaker scene. Like you're wanting shoes because you like them. You're collecting shoes, this, that. The things that he has brought up has pretty much only been about resale. Everything has almost been about resale. He hasn't talked about his love for some of the sneakers. He's talked about the price of them, you buying the Lost and Founds or the Jordan 1 Chicagos and having them go up, Panda Dunks being $275, $350, which it isn't. None of the stuff that he's talking about sounds like he's even in the sneaker culture where he's like a sneaker fan. It sounds like someone that is just in it for the money. That is so crazy. He doesn't even hear it. Like, that's not even ringing off in his head.
money to buy expensive sneakers. I don't think there was this much resale hype or anything back in like 1985 or even through the 1990s or even through the early 2000s. Sneaker culture has completely shifted away from loving and caring about the sneaker to now all we care about is the monetary aspect of the sneaker and once again how it makes us feel. Obviously, the more expensive, the more better, the more rare, the more limited you feel, while compared to a general Panda Dunk, well, everyone has that. They aren't cool anymore because they're not going for a lot of money on StockX.
They gotta
Facts.
have some leeway, have some middle ground of either putting the retail value lower or more pairs. They can't be mad that all these companies are making fake pairs when retail value is always going up almost every year. And they're
Preach.
making less pairs, and then the resale value is going up.
It's ironic coming from these guys who are probably sneaker resellers and doing their podcast in a sneaker store because they are the main reason why sneakers are this expensive. They're reselling, they're gouging their prices at their store. So of course you walk into their store, wow, Panda Dunks for fucking $1 million. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go buy a fake version for $100. Fuck retail. I mean, the blindness here is just shocking. And well, that is really it for this podcast, or just rather unintelligent dialogue between two people who really don't have any understanding about what they're saying. I think the man on the right who might
Yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. Great video about not tripping. I do want to kind of talk about that culture thing as well in a second. Let me read some of you guys, your chats. I wonder if you buy a good stock, how that would compare to buying a sneaker. Right now, I think stocks would win. Before, I think sneakers were winning in terms of like return on investment. Some of those shoes, bro, back then, oh my gosh, like 2018, bro, you were making almost double nearly every shoe. $50 plus profit on regular ass releases. Yeah, no, back then the return investment was ridiculous. If you see some of my sales from 2018, you'd be like, wow, how the fuck is that even possible today? If you spent 120 on them and they are 120. Oh yeah, they are 120. Exactly. You spent 120 on it. How could it be $1,500 now? Shit's so stupid. Proves he only likes shoes to flex. That's all it ever is. People just don't want to admit it. He wants to be on this fucking high horse. It's just so dumb. One thing I did want to say about the sneaker culture, I think people kind of frame the sneaker culture as like you only being a sneaker collector, only being like a sneakerhead. I think at this point, we've come to a point where there's subcultures in the sneaker game. I think it's always kind of been this case. Like you might be under the sneaker umbrella, like you really love sneakers, but you might love sneaker basketball. You might love Jordan Retros. You might love back then the Ultra Boost. You might be into the NMDs, the comfortable shoes, the Yeezys. Now we've come to the point where there's a subsection of like, I'm a sneakerhead, but I don't want to pay the price for the sneakers. I just want to buy a pair of replicas. So now we have the replica community. Now we have the resale community. And I don't think there's anything wrong with you being a part of these communities because at the end of the day, like I keep saying, they're just shoes. I can't justify paying thousands of dollars on pairs of shoes when there's other things that are more important in my life. Like me, I don't know, like if you want a car, you're going to spend $1,000 on a pair of shoes instead of you building up to get a car that you would probably need for transportation. It's just so fucking stupid. People can't even acknowledge that we have like subcultures. You don't have to be one thing. We also see that like in music as well, like rap. When Lil Uzi and Lil Yachty and 21 Savage and them came into the game, all the older people, the hip hop heads, the boom bap rap people are like, nah, this ain't real music. This ain't rap. What is this? And come to find out, that's the biggest fucking wave right now. Those people really birthed like a whole subculture of rap. And now they're a lot more respected, but at the time they really weren't respected. I wonder if we might get to that point with rep sneakers as well, where people feel more comfortable wearing rep sneakers and being more open and honest about it. I feel like it's definitely come to that point because even back then, I was in high school in 2016, 2017, and I was getting a lot of exclusive shoes. I wasn't getting every single exclusive shoe. I'm definitely getting a lot more shoes right now, but back then, there was a lot of shoes that I just wasn't getting. I kept a bunch of personal pairs. I wore them to school. Like I had a pair of what's it called? The Nike Air Tempos, the Sub Tempos, the gold ones. And I used to wear those. And people would ask me if they were fake. Back then, I wouldn't dare wear a fake for whatever reason. Now, I guess things just got more important to me. People just have their priorities in different places. So I don't want to knock the dude for, I don't want to knock anybody for paying resale, because that's like your values at the end of the day. But just don't shit on other people for doing what they want to do. Just don't do that. That's pretty lame, doing shit like that.